soul. Flee to the wilderness, ready to go. Get on the ark and close the door. Ark in the farm ain't playing no more. It's about to rain, say your soul. We saying prophecy, we saying whoa. Close the door, 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 close the door. I'm in the ark and I'm seeing these demons running at me. I'm gonna close the door. He opened his seals and got me like whoa. Flee to the wilderness, ready to go. Who should we fear? We got him on the boat. They telling us take it, I'm telling them no. They keeping the feast, I'm keeping my soul. Holding my life while we here in the road. Days are over, gotta endure till these days is over. Bring back the dove, bring back the king that was sent from above. Sending no place, he doing it for us. Always made, he done had enough. Tired of people playing with his love. He tried, he sent us down his only son. He opened the seals, you about to get crushed. Family, look at the time. This not the time to rewind. He sending floods and fire. They call it climate change. It's really the fire of pain. Get on the heart remain. They bout to feel the flame. You cannot run to your bunkers. Players coming like a fountain. They running the dens and mountains. Messiah is coming, we vouching. The prophets is back. We keeping laws that got us attached. We seeing signals, we bout to attack. We seeing signs, he coming back. He sending them plays, you can't send them back. Whoa, players coming, they in and finish. We can't send them back, this ain't no tennis. It's a blessing if you get the witness. Stay repentant, get off of the hit list. Keep commandments, not keeping my feelings. Second coming, yeah, he bout to end it. Just close the door. Get on the ark and close the door. Ark in the farm ain't playing no more. It bout to rain, save your soul. Flee to the wilderness, ready to go. Get on the ark and close the door. Ark in the farm ain't playing no more. It bout to rain, save your soul. We saying prophecy, we saying whoa. Close the door, 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 close the door. Close the door.
It's time to start your own business, to turn your dream into something official. LegalZoom has helped launch and support millions of small businesses.
Messiah is coming, we near. Destruction is coming, we here. Them chariots got us aware. Prepare, prepare. We feeling it all in the air. The missiles is coming, they here. Military gon' come where you live. He ain't giving the spirit of fear. Messiah is coming, we near. Destruction is coming, we here. Them chariots got us aware. The branch is tender, he is divine. We see the prophecy, we know what time. 6 feet apart when you standing in line. 6 worldwide. Okay, they shooting them up with that poison. They going willfully, nobody forced. They don't trust the father, they just divorced them. They feeling lava, ain't no remorse. We gotta open our eyes. The government serving the devil. They see the 12 rise. Got them scared on a whole nother level. They gotta get rid of this virus. Okay, they talking about the awakening. These bones is living, they hating it. The kingdom is coming, we taking it. They trying box us in. 70, 80 all over again. We need to put down our scenes. We getting close, we gotta endure to the end. Iran and Russia, crushing America. They send it over like nobody's scared of you. Your sins is reaching the heavens. America, America, he bout to bury. He blowing them trumpets, crying out loud. Keep the commandments, we making them hiding your information. He opening seals, they opening CERN. And war with the Father, hoping they burn. Sending them prophets, hoping they learn. All of these doctrines gotta discern. Messiah ain't teach it, I don't wanna learn. Come any other way, you bound to get burned. I check with my king when I'm making a turn. I check with my king when I'm making a turn. Bill Rockefeller buying the farmland, cause you niggas is not getting sick enough. I am a watchman, I blow the trumpet. This is a warning, they bout to pick it up. Youngins go walk in the store with a maze. You make it mandatory, you and I last. If they gotta eat, robbing you fast. Military coming, this is they plan. Prepare, we feeling it all in their head. The missiles is coming in here. Military gon' come where you live. He ain't give us the spirit of fear. Messiah is coming, we near. Destruction is coming, we here. Them chariots got us aware. Prepare, prepare, we feeling it all in their head. The missiles is coming in here. Military gon' come where you live. He ain't give us the spirit of fear. Messiah is coming, we near. Destruction is coming, we here. Them chariots got us aware.
How much are they paying these people to put all these fraudulent numbers in front of the masses? They ain't gonna tell you that most of these people who dying from COVID are those they vaxxed. The mainstream media always capping. We can't believe anything they say. We know the games they play. Whipping up magic spells they casting to keep us captive. Their plans unraveling. The only thing they need to do is switch on 5G. That'll wake up the graphene. What's that? The black thing. I mean the black stuff that's in the vaccine. Never seen venom? Yeah, that thing. It's only a matter of time before they take over your mind. I get that line, it's about to go down. Tsunamis inbound on the East Coast. Volcanoes erupting, they ain't seeing nothing. These islands don't find no Cheeto. What we see taking place in this world is all by design. We see through the lies they telling. For those who went out and stood in the line to get that poison, you gon' regret it. Living in fear, got everybody out here making these unconscious decisions. For years I've been preaching, trying to get them all on the truth, but they all rather die in their ignorance. I'm at the point where I don't even trip no more. I'm like, Albert, handle your business. If you are hearing this, please take it serious. Turn from your sins and show your repentance. Tribulation, we can't escape it. Off grid would be the best location. Separate from the vaccinated. Shoot, I did with no hesitation. You see the signs, they in your faces. I'm coming, we just gotta be patient. Our Father which art in heaven, I pray you protect the whole nation.
Protect the whole nation. Welcome to the Hebrew state of being. I am your humble servant and host for tonight. In a biblical sense, host. You know what I'm talking about? War. Yeah. So we have all praise to the Most High. I am Kayel. And tonight, man, as you see, as I put up there, when we are lost, right? When you feel lost, you know, in this world, as the song was saying, there's just so many things happening in this hour. There's so much going down in this hour. It feels as though you take 2 steps forward and you're being dragged 1 step back. It seems as though we cannot get ahead, right? It seems as though in this day, in this time, in this hour, heck, for some of us, we can't even remember when everything was just hunky dory, right? Some people, it's hard for them to remember a time when everything was at peace and at comfort with them, right? You know, there's only one answer, and it's not an answer that it seems that many people want. You know, uh, they've turned the answer into a cliche. They've turned what we would call the right direction into a forked road. I mean, they do it for the giggles, you know what I'm saying? They do it for the giggles. You know, they move the goalposts. You think you're gonna be successful by getting here, and then they say, "Oh no, success is over there." They say, "Well, peace is right here," but oh, peace is over there. You know, just as a small example, right? So tonight, yes, all praises, we are back on YouTube. It was supposed to be coming through Facebook as well, But it seems as though I'm still having some technical issues. So on Shabbat, you guys should be able to see the same thing that YouTube is seeing right now. But yes, at Hebrew State of Being, we are back on there. We're back. So we got a lot to do to build back to where we were. Um, like you say, it seems as though no matter how much you push forward, it's always a step back. And for many of us, we categorize that as feeling lost, feeling like their efforts aren't making way, feeling as though it's all for naught. And that's just not the case, you know? It's just not the case. You know, we have to, every individual has to develop what they call thick skin. This world is never going to stop taking shots at you. It's just not the way that it works. You know what I'm saying? The world, its only job is to, its only job is to, the only way that they can keep you down.
You gotta know that your soul on the line. You can't be wasting no time. It's all in the scriptures, read through the lines. I'm a king like David, look at my eyes. No, I'm not capping or quoting no lines. I am not perfect,
The
but
whole
I'ma keep
world
trying.
is
Keep
dying
on
to
repenting,
forget you.
renewing your
Stop
mind. Humble
focusing
yourself and
on
lose your pride.
the Most
I pray
High
that them blessings rain
and
down
the
on
progress
me.
that you're
I
making
pray this reach the
in going
streets.
towards the
I'm
Most
praying
High.
for my brother T.
That's
Stay strong,
the
you never
whole
been weak.
world's
We ain't no slaves,
goal.
man, we gotta wake up.
That's
Acknowledge
the
you know
whole
that they hate us. The
reason
loft don't do it again.
for
Why
the
you got
world.
grace? It's almost the
If
end.
it
We
wasn't
gotta
for
fight if we
the world
wanna
to
win.
distract
We
you
cannot settle
from
or
who
lose
you are
again.
and what
Trust
you
in the
need
Lord and
and
stop
what you're
sinning.
supposed
I
to
know
be
it get
in the Most
hard, but
High,
He got a
is the
plan.
world would
Stop
not
all
have
the
a job.
arguing and all the fussing. Put
The
down
world
the
would not
guns
have
and stop all the
anything to
hate.
do.
We come together, then we gon' be great.
So when you
Follow the
realize
heathens, man,
the
they
job
fake.
of the world
It's acknowledging
was
truth. It works, just change you. Don't let this world get to your head. This world will rock you to bed. The government killing us too. They shooting poison in the food. Life or death, you gotta choose. You in the world or you in the truth. You gotta know that your soul on the line. You can't be wasting no time. It's all in the scriptures, read through the lines. I'm a king like David, look in my eyes. No, I'm not capping or quoting no lines. I am not perfect, but I'ma keep trying. Keep on repenting, renewing your mind. Humble yourself and lose your pride. I pray that them blessings rain down on me. I pray this reach the streets.
The
I'm praying
whole
for my
goal
brother
of the
T.
world
Stay strong, you never been
is
weak.
to
We ain't no
distract
slaves, man, we gotta
from
wake up.
your
Acknowledge you know
power,
that
the
they
Most
hate us.
High.
The loft don't do it again. Why you got
It's
grace? It's almost the end.
simple.
It's almost the end. You gotta
When you
wake up.
realize that it's
Come
something,
back, you
every
Jacob.
problem you
Lost sheep
have
of the house of Israel.
comes
You
from this
know
world.
they hate us.
From
Prayers
the
cut
bills
in my
to the
mind, so I can see when they snake us. Conspire plotting, they take us.
all of that
Kill us
is
on a
of the
daily
world.
basis. I pray that it's reach the
Feeling
streets. I
inadequate,
pray when
what are
I
you
face the
inadequate
east.
about?
I see when
You're
nobody else seen.
inadequate
A bunch of slaves
because
turning
of
to
what you
kings.
can't
I
get
pray for buckshot.
in the
Pray
world.
boy, Mac 10
You feel
and
inadequate
K-Dog.
because the
I pray the
world
most high
told you
save y'all.
that
Don't
you're
let the devil
inadequate.
come dig y'all. That your soul on the line.
If you don't want the
You can't
answer
be
that the
wasting no
Most High
time.
loves you
It's all on
and
the
that the Most
scriptures,
High
read through the lines.
is
I'm a
wrapping
king
his
like
arms
David, look
around
in
you
my eyes. No,
as
I'm not
you are
capping or
going
quoting
through
no
whatever
lines.
you
I am
are
not
going
perfect,
through. If
but
you
I'ma
don't want
keep
to
trying.
believe
Keep
that,
on repenting,
then
renewing your mind.
there
Humble
is
yourself and
no
lose your pride.
place
I
of
pray that them
rest.
blessings rain down on me. I pray this
You
reach
will
the
never
streets.
feel like you're
I'm praying for my
getting
brother T.
somewhere
Stay
in this
strong,
world.
you never been weak. We ain't
And
no
you'll
slaves,
get
man, we gotta
the
wake
job,
up.
maybe
It's
get the
acknowledge you
check,
know that they hate us.
you'll get the
The
month,
loft don't do it
maybe get a
again.
good
Why you
year
got
or
grace?
two if
It's
you're
almost the
lucky.
end.
Why we got grace? We gotta seek and make a change before it's too late. I pray that I make it
No
to see them
drama.
gates. I pray that my mama stays strong in
Guess
her
what?
faith. I see the
People
devil is
die.
cunning. He gon' give you what you want
That's
in this
drama.
world now. He gon' give you all the
People
girls
lose
now.
jobs.
He gon' give you all the money now. We
People
gotta
lose
stand up,
relationships.
rearrange the spirit, lift that man up,
People
save
are
us. Pray
dead.
for me while we slaving in this land of captivity. How you
The
gon' test
world
and make it so we
is
got
full of drama. You can't protect yourself from that drama. I see Cajun lady in the building. We can't protect ourselves from the drama of this world.
You can't be wasting no time.
It's
It's all in the scriptures, read through the lines. I'm a king like David, look in my eyes. No, I'm not capping, I'm quoting no lies. I am not perfect, but I'm like a giant. Keep on preparing on your mind. Humble yourself and lose your pride. I pray that them blessings rain down on me. I pray this reach the streets. I'm praying for my brother T. Stay strong, you never been weak. We ain't no slaves, man, we gotta wake up. Niggas acknowledge you know that they hate us.
There's nothing but setbacks.
Why you got grace? It's almost the end. I pray that them blessings rain down on me.
As we are sitting here,
I pray this reach the streets.
as we are, trying to go
Praying
live,
for my brother T.
on Facebook at the
Stay
same
strong,
time.
you never been weak.
Facebook just went out of
We ain't no
power.
slaves, man, we
Not
gotta wake
Facebook,
up.
I guess you would say my phone went dead after I plugged it up. Phone is absolutely plugged up, right? But yet it still went out of power. No matter what you're trying to do in this world, you're gonna find that there's gonna be people that's gonna try and deter you. There's situations that's gonna try and deter you.
Meet the
There's
world's
gonna
first
be
reusable
things
cotton swab.
that's
It
going
removes
to-
8
We're gonna let this go by real quick. There are things that are gonna try and distract you, stop you from getting your goal. The world doesn't want you to hit your goal. I mean, for real, the world doesn't want you to hit your goal. Is that so hard to believe? That the world doesn't want you to hit your goal? Playing these brothers, these Hebrew videos in the background because these brothers need to be acknowledged for the work that they're doing. Giving us something to rely on because this world comes at you so fast. You need some music. You need something to break the spell of this world and get you back into what you are, who you are, right? We're going to just get back on here, man.
I wish I would've known what I know right now.
This one right here is one of my favorites. Brother Hezekiah.
What's up?
That was Sleepy LaFair that we just played.
Hey yo, Ren, turn that up.
Trying to
Gotta
get
learn
out
how to
of
bleed the blood of your whole body. Stay in the spirit. Cause Satan could use you if you let him. You cannot win, I see your trickery. We at the end, ain't none of that getting me. Confessing my sin, I'm watching my enemies. Scripts in my head, they hit me like Kennedy. I know the devil is trying to get rid of me. Walking the spirit, so that mean I'm killing me. Get it behind me, I don't want you feeling me. Get it behind me, I don't want you feeling me. You cannot win, I see your trickery. We at the end, ain't none of that getting me. Confessing my sin, I'm watching my enemies. Scripts in my head, they hit me like Kennedy. I know the devil is trying to get rid of me. Walking the spirit, so that mean I'm killing me. Get it behind me, I don't want you feeling me. Get it behind me, I don't want you feeling me. He been on my line since a younger was a child. Had me shooting guns, popping pills, smoking loud. I'm the main event, but I was following the crowd. Wish I would've known what I know right now. Mama ain't raised me like this. Had her yelling in the house like where in the hell we go wrong. Mama them curses could leave us alone. We made an oath to the one on the throne. Them angels was with us, was never alone. Mercy and grace coming straight from the throne. When this was missing, I made it back home. Mama never had to give me alone. He had to open my eyes. I had to put down my pride. Boy, so lit, I'm alive. We gon' follow the Messiah. We gon' follow the Messiah.
So,
I'm a lick. A bond.
what we talking about
Messiah.
tonight?
I'm a lick. How about some of my
In this world,
You cannot win, I see your trickery. We at the end, ain't none of that getting me. Confessing my sin, I'm watching my enemies. Scripts in my head, they hit me like Kennedy. I know the devil is trying to get rid of me. Walking the spirit, so that mean I'm killing me. Get it behind me, I don't want you feeling me. Get it behind me, I don't want you feeling me. You cannot win, I see your trickery. We at the end, ain't none of that getting me. Confessing my sin, I'm watching my enemies. Scripts in my head, they hit me like Kennedy. I know the devil is trying to get rid of me. Walking the spirit, so that mean I'm killing me. Get it behind me, I don't want you feeling me. Get it behind me, I don't want you feeling me.
He put the carrot in front of you like the donkey. You know what I'm saying? I see my brother Adam made it in the building back. They put like a carrot in front of you. You know what I'm saying? To where you think that you are actually close when you're not.
If you suffer from digestive issues, constipation, weight gain, gas, bloating, indigestion, skin issues, fatigue, or a
you get it?
slew of other health issues, your bad gut may be slowly and secretly
may be disheartening. But there's no riches in this world. This world is full of lies. This world is full of problems. This world is full of setbacks. But there's an answer. There's a different race you can run. You know what I mean? There's a different race you can run. You don't have to run the race of this world. You know what I'm saying? You don't. There's a race to get as close as you can to the Most High. That's a race that you are guaranteed, no matter where you end up, you're in His good grace. You know, you got the Washington on the Friday, whatever that is going.
A son of immigrants. He out of Texas, but his people come from Evo land. He had his mother and his father, and they taught him well. But he was a prodigal son. He gave his people
I know that the Most High
is neighborhood, not the robbers of neighborhood. But I promise you won't find Mr. Rogers in this neighborhood. Heavily influenced by his environment. Train up a child so it's worthwhile at your retirement. Hold up, that's free game. Script
because I was like that.
That prophet got living water.
You know, when I feel like I had to put my hands on everything,
living water.
It's called micromanaging. You know what I'm saying? When you are on top of everything, every conversation, you want to make sure everything goes in where you gotta be, you know, control situation. And I used to be that way, and that mentality is the same mentality that men in the hood have, and many that are successful in the hood have, because you don't trust nothing and nobody. And you know that it's gonna work out only because you put your hands on it, or because they were afraid of you, or because they had something, you have something that they want, so they'll do what you need them to do. Nothing with the Most High, nothing about His righteous order, none of that. And what that brought me to was pulling out pistols, had me throwing bottles at the bar, you know what I'm saying, had me challenged, you know what I'm saying. That frustration of trying to be in control of everything.
How the world will look, a hot and cold temple. That's what our life is like, but understand it's a higher who likes the pilot life. Free game.
The only road to a stress-free life, peaceful life, is understanding how to get to the Most High and trust. You be successful in this world as a control freak. Most control freaks that are good, that really got their life in the order that they want. See, a lot of people are control freaks, but that don't mean that they are actually, their life works well with that. See what I'm saying? Many people try to be in control of things, but there's a very few that actually are control freaks and have succeeded in being that way. For those people that have succeeded in being control freaks and controlling everything around them, because they learn how to do damn near everything by themselves and to the standard that they want. You understand what I'm saying? Because a true control freak knows they can't trust nobody to do nothing, so they gotta do it themselves. But they understand they gotta study. They understand that they got to research. They understand that they got to be fully immersed in the things they're trying to do. They can learn it. They know that the only way that they can alleviate having to deal with people or work with other people is to do it yourself. That's a real control freak. A real control freak will let you know that there is no way that they believe that any human being can do it the way that they do it. But again, the successful ones, because all of them believe that, but the successful ones are the ones that become masters of their craft and they live their life through their craft. See, you find people in the world that are really good at only one thing, and it has propelled them into, it has propelled them into success. But they can't do anything else. You've seen the movie The Rain Man. You've seen different examples of people that are, we call them geniuses, or they call them eclectic, or they call them, they give them so many names, right? But the fact of the matter is that these people are zoned in on one thing, and they have perfected that one thing. And they are control freak about that one thing that they know.
You amazing, y'all. That's why I'm thinking, y'all. So y'all. I got this fire in my bones like Jeremiah. Most I keep waking up your people, you the light. We keep the laws and the commandments, you provide us. We gon' rise up. Keep a curses on the people we ain't know. Deuteronomy 28 and 54. Can't forget your brother, you gon' let it blow.
To understand, let go. That means that you may not understand.
Why you think you in them trench? Why you think you in them buildings? Why you think you seen them dealers? Why you think you seen them careless? Why you trying to stay alive? Why you keep that on the side? Why you think they about to ride? Why you think he about to die? Why nobody answer why? We too busy looking fly. Turn that television off. Watch what you put in your wine. Let the Bible come alive. Y'all gon' raise your sons and daughters up and they gon' prophesy. Need to let go of them lies. Need to let go of your pride.
It's rare
We should have any relationship with the law, not even the Ten
Everybody wants
Commandments.
to do this prayerful.
We should not have any relationship with the law, which is over 600 of them. Because Jesus died to free me.
Do what I'm saying though. Get rid of this image. Get rid of it all
They
together.
tell you not to keep them laws, cause they don't want you to be yourself. Man, them laws were given to us, they ain't for nobody else. But on this garment, you a king. Bought a blue around the ring. Put fringes on everything. You ain't no nigga, you a king. Kept us lost for many years. We don't cry many tears. Waking up about it is. And they know about who he is. And they know about what they did. How you say you love the Father when you killing all his kids. Y'all gon' pick out what y'all did. They knew that one day we'll ride. Nigga, this ain't no surprise. I'ma see I come back.
We can expect the Most High to come back and give it to us somewhere else. See what that means? I see art in the building, my brother. What that means is that when you are going through something, you have to know, and everything inside you know that you are going through it because the Most High has put you through it so that you can level up. If you don't believe that, then you just believe that the world is getting at you. And yes, it is. It's gonna always get at you. But the only way you can turn that energy of the world getting at you into your benefit, your benefit.
They got plenty room for coon. Waking up right out to sleep. Nigga, this is prophecy. Coming back to who we are. I don't see how you don't see.
If not, you fight in this world. You cannot beat the laws that they have put in place to subjugate us. You cannot beat the army that they have assembled.
I shall keep it until the end. Give me understanding and I shall keep your law. Yea, I shall observe it with my whole heart.
You can't beat the fact that
Hallelujah.
somebody ever met in your life. Think that you are nothing else, and that you deserve or you should be happy with the little that you got. That's what that is. What is your choice? Are you gonna allow that to be chosen, or are you gonna say, you know what, you can talk that talk, but I'm gonna walk my walk? And why I'm walking my walk? Because I've been trying to take whatever you want. He's gonna double me up because he's moving me something. People are afraid of change. They're afraid of the let the Most High move them.
It's judgment time. Recompense for everybody crimes. Say you ain't seen the Father, know you lying. Messiah opening them seals. You can't run the high. You running out of time. You need to change your mind. Repent or die. The clouds getting closer to the earth. The wicked about to get hurt. Second Ezra's 15 and 4. Judgment coming saying, whoa, get on the ark and close the door. Your family, you trying to warn the Father ain't playing no more. It's creation, chase creation, but not the creator. They gon' say you wrong when they feel his anger. He sending prophets warning you from danger. He blowing candles out cause he the maker. He gave us life, folks say he can take water.
way the world, the Most High works is a mirror because they have stolen from him. Science is
to your word, while my head to the sky. By the blood of the Lamb, we still alive. It's judgment time.
Get it? So when we understand that there is something greater than what this world offers, and that we understand this world is mirroring what the Most High is, but it has profaned it, it has destroyed it. It does not recompense what it's supposed to. See, when you do it for the Most High, He is covenant. He has a covenant to give back. He's going to give back. The world
It's judgment time. They sold the 12 tribes. The same trees they hung us on is burning with fire. He's sending floods, earthquakes, we in the end time. They gave his babies to the gators, don't forget now. He delivered us from Egypt, about to do it all again. Finding out that we the people, so we putting down our sins. Father, we wanna go home. Abba, please let us in. Oh, and on to your word, cause you about to send your winds. Abba, keep us from the hour of temptation. Trusting in your word, we just waiting. Come get us from these nations. Abba, keep us from the trickery of Satan. Trusting in your word, not these nations. We in the tribulation.
One another. It's not a perpetual death. This world is about perpetual death. This, the Most High, is not about. You can't get ahead in this world because the world will not recompense you for your work. The world will not pay you what you work for. The world will not give you what you have. Blood, sweat, and tears. Let's get to the scripture so we can truly understand this. We're going to go to Deuteronomy. We're on Deuteronomy chapter 31. Start from the top. We're not going to read all of it. Read from the top. Moses' last counsel. Moses went and spake these words unto Yasharallah. And he said unto them, I am 120 years old this day. I can no more go out and come in. Also the Most High has said unto me, thou shalt not go over this Jordan. And the Most High, the Creator, He will go before thee, and He will destroy these nations from before thee. So I see you in the building, Ashley. So in the fact of Moses saying, I can't even continue on with the tribes. But understand that the Most High went before me. Y'all follow me, but I was following the Most High. And now I'm telling y'all that the Most High is going forth. You can go forth. Your enemies will be taken down before you as long as you what? Follow the law. Deuteronomy 31 verse 3. The Most High, the Creator, Elohim, Hawa, He will go over before thee, and He will destroy these nations from before thee, and thou shalt possess them. And Joshua, He will go over before them.
Inside.
I like my rock out for
We ain't playing at all.
So it goes. It says, and the Most High shall do unto them as He did to Sihon and to Og, the kings of the Amorites, and unto the land of them whom He destroyed. Now you know that the Most High killed all the Amorites. We killed the animals. We killed everything because they were gene splicing animals way back then. Yes. If you read the scripture on the Amorites and the Amalekites, they were gene splicing animals and humans. Most High said, I want you to kill all of them. Nothing unorganic lives. He says, and the Most High, verse 5, and the Most High shall give them up before your face, that you may do unto them according unto all the commandments which I have commanded you. When I tell you that the world takes from you, but the Most High will give back. The Most High is telling you in Deuteronomy that when people do these things unto you, I'm going forward. I'm going to destroy all nations. And when I put them in your hands, not you, I'm not asking you to do No devilish work, no conniving, no talking behind backs. Trust in me. Then I will handle them. You and I will give them to you in your hands. See, if you don't believe that, then the world stresses you. If you don't believe that, if you don't know that, then every problem that comes your way, you're shaken. You're absolutely shook because you don't know that anybody that does something bad to you, the Most High is going to do unto them. Now, for you out there that's afraid of anything bad happening to you whatsoever, that's just not how the world works. That's just not how any of this works. There's no such thing as walking through life without some type of trauma happening, some type of attack happening in your life. If you're looking for something like that, then there's really nothing. There's nothing that can console you. There's nothing that can bring you peace because you're in a fairy tale, absolute fairy tale. So then it says, verse 6, be strong and of a good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them. So if we're stressed out in this world, we feel like we're being, every 2 steps we take, we're being drawn back 1 to 3 steps, right? We have to understand that be not afraid of the steps you're being drawn back. Be not afraid of where the Most High is making you uncomfortable because he wants you to get to another place. See, if you don't believe that the Most High has good intentions for you, that somebody other than you wants the best for you, if you don't believe that there's a supernatural entity that's out here that wants the best for you, then yeah, you probably feel really alone. You probably really feel defeated. You probably really feel like there's no answer. You truly believe there's no God. Well, if you believe there's no God, can you tell me how you got here? I just want to know that. While you're in the position of believing that there is no supernatural thing out there, I would like you to tell me how you got here. And please don't tell me your mother and father came together and had a sperm broken egg. Please don't tell me that. Because then I want you to tell me what human being created the egg and the sperm. I'm gonna have to ask you for a receipt on that. And since there is no man or woman that has created ovaries or created testicles, created the reproductive system, I'm gonna have to believe something supernatural is out there. Now, do you believe it's working for you? Do you believe you deserve to have something supernatural working for you? Because that's what it all comes down to. Because if you don't believe there's a supernatural entity that's working for you, it's because you don't believe that you deserve it. You hear me? You don't believe you deserve it. And that's at the core and at the crux of all the issue. See, I truly believe that I have earned it. I know that the works that I do every day, I give to him. I know that I deserve and have earned goodness in my life. So any bad thing that happens to me, it's giving me a lesson and it's moving me to the place where my supernatural entity that wants the best for me is moving me to. That's exactly what Moses is telling all of Yasharallah before they go to take over Jerusalem, which were full of giants. They were afraid to go. They sent scouts and they came back and told them, man, they got giants. Moses is gone. You got Joshua. You got Joshua sitting there and the scouts is all bucking scared after Moses just told them to go and that the Most High is going before you. They saw some giants and had to rethink things. And they said, hold up. Y'all show? It's your show. Is you show the Most High is with me? With us? And see, Joshua, the leader, he knew. It was clear. So yeah, don't trip. We going forward in the middle of danger. We're gonna walk right up to fear. We're gonna walk right up to naysayers. We're gonna walk right up to the strong men. We're going to walk right up to a wall that nobody could break. And how are we going to break the wall? How are we going to get in Jerusalem? And we climb the wall, Joshua. There's giants over there. How are we going to get there? Joshua said, we're going to walk around their walls. Yeah, they're going to know we're here. We're going to walk around their walls and we're going to pray. We're going to walk 7 times praying unto the Most High. And we're going to blow the shofar. And we're going to believe the words that Moses told us. And we're going to watch the walls of Jericho come tumbling down. We're going to watch the walls of Jericho come tumbling down. It says, verse 6, chapter 31 of Deuteronomy, be strong and of a good courage. Fear not. Be not afraid of them. If we can master that, then there's no problems in our lives. For the Most High, thy Creator, He it is that does go with thee. He will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. And Moses, verse 7, and Moses called out to Joshua and said unto him in the sight of Yasharallah, be strong and of good courage, for thou must go with this people unto the land which the Most High had sworn unto their fathers to give them, and thou shalt cause them to inherit it. So the Most High can have these 12 tribes defeat all of these people, take over lands because of a covenant, because of a promise that He made. Well, that covenant is also the promise He made with us, that if we follow His commandments, do His work, we're covered. Our family, our friends that don't, are not. And they are subject to this world. You, as its child, are not subject to this world. You are subject to Him. The word subject means who you answer to. You don't answer to this world. You're not concerned about what this world says you need. You're not concerned about what this world says you have to have. What you're concerned about is, are your actions and who you are righteous, because the Most High will do the rest. That doesn't mean you don't get up and go to work. You dig? And it says, He is that goes before thee. He will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. And Moses called unto Joshua and said unto him in the sight of Yasharallah, be strong and of a good courage, but thou must go with this people into a land hath I sworn thy father to give them, and thou shalt cause them to inherit it. Verse 8, and the Most High, He it is that does go before thee. He will be with thee. He will not fail thee, neither forsake thee. Fear not, neither be dismayed. Dismayed is confused. Dismayed is feeling like you're going 2 steps forward to only be pulled back 1 to 3 steps. That's dismayed. Most High said, nah, not needed. This being dismayed, know that I am going before you. Know that you just got to do the commandments. Most High says it over and over and over. He said, don't make this complicated. Most High said, my laws and statutes are not grievous, and they are not. Verse 9. And Moses wrote this law and delivered it unto the priests, the sons of Levi, which bear the ark of the covenant of the Most High, and unto all the elders of Yasharallah. And Moses commanded them at the end of every 7 years, in solemnity of the year of release, in the Feast of Tabernacles. So the Most High tells Moses and gives Moses the answer to keep peace within our community, within our kingdom. Do you see how it is absolutely opposite of this world? It says at the end of every 7 years, in solemnity, that means in respect, in solemn reverence of the Most High. It's a year of release in the Feast of Tabernacles. That means that you release all debts. Anybody that owed you up to the 7th year at the tabernacle, you release the debt to them. They're no longer your indentured servant or slave. So when people tell you that they were slaves in the Bible, will you tell them Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 10, the Most High said that you could only be in servitude for 7 years. If it wasn't paid back in 7 years, all debts are clear. Imagine, think about the debt that you're in. Think about if your debt was erased every 7 years, what you could do. What if your credit rating shot up to 700 every 7 years? What could you do? You're dismayed at this world because you refuse to respect the fact that this world is the opposite of the Most High. Today, my testimony, they dropped me from, they say I'm no longer disabled. I fell 16 and a half feet, can barely sleep at night. Pain, not even going into it. But because Social Security, even though I was given full disability 3 years ago, went through court hearings, went through 2 years and 3 years of doctor visits, had an attorney and all that. No matter that, every 3 years, they reevaluate you. Not to do like the Most High and release you from burdens, but to release you from them, to discredit you so that they can keep your money and trade it on the stock market. So today, one of those days, but the Most High has me. There's nothing that this world can do that I don't know that the Most High is taking me in a direction that He wants me to go. That there is something greater there. And in order for me to get that, I must cut this. You can feel some type of way about the cutting of tithing. Our flesh will. It does. But you shouldn't let it get too deep to you. Because you got this understanding that the Most High goes before you. That you fear not. That you are not dismayed. I get on here and I tell you guys my testimonies because I want you to know that ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. Nobody that's giving you advice is perfect. Everybody gives you advice, you want to put them on the level of your mother or your father or your grandmother that you see do no wrong, and you can't walk in the room and see them in the midst of a lustful flame with their husband or wife, right? They're too pure, right? These people have stood to be an example of righteousness. That's why you feel that they are so pure. But it's not something that you can't do. It's not something that you can achieve. And when you're taking advice from people, you're supposed to be looking at the words, the meaning, not by them. You should not follow because they look a certain way or because they deliver the message in a certain way or because of anything. If that person is able to convey the lesson, then the lesson is the point. And the lesson tonight is you should not feel dismayed. You should not be confused at this world, that the testimonies and the people that are giving all to the Most High, they don't not have issues. It's not that you get to a certain level of reading scriptures every day, or you are so constantly focused on the Most High that problems are not going to come to you, whether you bring them or not. And how people look at how you deal with those problems are going to give their opinions, which can be negative or positive, but also adds to the fray of drama and pressure. I'm expressing all of this so that you guys can understand that the only way for a peaceful life, the only way to understand what is happening to you in your life is to know that the Most High has something greater for you. And that whatever you're being cut ties with is to move you in the right place. And sometimes it may seem like a cut tie thing, but it's not. It's just for you to be the example. You wind up changing others by you just standing. We are drama filled, so we believe everything is cut ties, everything is life or death. You know what I'm saying? Everything life or death. But it's not. It's not. Verse 11. When all of Yasharallah is to come to appear before the Most High, their Creator, in the place which He shall choose, not a temple in Jerusalem, where He shall choose, which means He'll tell somebody, right? Which means that some leader or somebody's going to get the vision or sleeping vision or something of where we should go. It's the community, right? We're all in this together. Says, in the place He shall choose, thou shalt read this law before all of Yasharallah in their hearing. Gather the people together, men and women and children, and thy stranger. Those would be the indentured servants, or the people that are not of the 12 tribes, but follow the law and rock with us. We have always been a mixed multitude. I got a big brother that always wants to know, well, when did the white people come in? Or when did this come in? You know, when did the flip happen? And I'm trying to tell him that we was always together. Now, when you want to know what the flip happened in the French Revolution, when they created white supremacy and Bacon's Rebellion. If you want to know what the flip to this color thing, but it was never that we weren't all dealing with each other at some point in time. It says, gather the people together, men and women and children, and thy stranger that is within thy gates, and that they may hear and that they may learn and fear the Most High, their Creator, and observe to do all the words of this law, and that their children, which have not known anything, may hear and learn to fear the Most High, your Creator, as long as you live in the land, whether you go over the Jordan to possess it. So the Most High, now I want y'all to understand that when people say that, you know, the Bible was something that is written and that man was illiterate, how did the scripture get so far when man didn't know how to read like that in the days? Because you understand that what they mean by us not reading is mean that we couldn't understand their language. That our language was a Paleo-Hebrew language, and their language is Greek and Roman, English, and Yiddish. That when they say that we are illiterate, it's because we can't read their language. When they decided to put the Bible in print, the Bible had been out for quite some time. And before it was written, it was orally given. That's what they call in our communities griots. Grio. Look up griots. It's in every indigenous community. It's the guy that will be like Moses, that will get the kids in the community and give stories every day or once a week. But those stories were the history of that tribe. You understand? So these things that Moses is saying to the men, the women, the children, no, they didn't tell them to read the book. It said, tell them the law. It says, gather the stranger in the gate so that they may hear. Not that they should read, but that they would hear. And they were supposed to follow from what they heard. And if they didn't believe it, then they could go to Joshua, one of the priests, the Levites, and they will break it down in the book form. Talking of goodness is our job. Speaking of the Most High is our job. To let our people know, to not fear, not be dismayed. That ain't something you got to break out in the book. You just got to tell them your testimony. You are a walking Bible. Your testimony of how the Most High worked in your life and how your patience in Him and what He gave you in that is your scripture to the next person. It's your book, the book of Ard, the book of Ashley, the book of Aaron, the book of Yawan. That's your book. Yo. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 29. Jeremiah 29, and it says, verse 1. Now these are the words of the letter that Jeremiah the prophet sent to Jerusalem unto the residue of the elders which were carried away captives, and to the priests and the prophets, and to all the people whom Nebuchadnezzar had carried away captive from Jerusalem to Babylon. So we just read in Deuteronomy where Moses is telling them to not fear, not be dismayed, to follow the Most High and His laws when you get over the Jordan. Well, needless to say, we didn't. Needless to say, we started following Canaanite gods. Needless to say, we started saying El and started saying all of these Baals and all of these Asherahs, and we started going left. Yes, we did. So now what you have with Jeremiah, he's speaking because the Most High told Moses to tell us, which they did, and you should read in Deuteronomy 28, the Most High tells them that you're going to go astray. That I'm giving y'all this land. I'm doing my part, but you guys, your children, are going to go astray. That's why the Most High put the commandments in for us to be able to come back. And as my brother Yawan wrote earlier, individual salvation. So this is Jeremiah writing back to the priests that went astray, the Levites that lost their way, back to the kings, back to the prophets. And these are the words. Because we have been taken in captivity, because we went against the Most High. After that, Jeconiah, the king, and the queen, and the eunuchs, the princes of Judah and Jerusalem, and the carpenters and the smiths were departed from Jerusalem, all taken in captivity, by the hand of Elisha, the son of Shaphan, and Jeremiah, the son of Hakiah, whom Zedekiah, king of Judah, sent unto Babylon to Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, saying, Thus saith the Most High of hosts, as y'all hear me always say, I'm your host for tonight in a biblical sense. So here we have the Most High sending someone and telling them that thus says the Most High of the army, meaning that I am coming to you as a army correspondent, that this is about war. The Most High of Yasharallah unto all that carried away captives, whom I have caused to be carried away. He said, he's letting Nebuchadnezzar and them know, the Babylons, that you didn't beat my people. You didn't defeat my people. And he's also saying that to us. We weren't defeated by anybody. Nobody has put us in slavery. The Most High has put us there because we have turned away from Him. That's why we are dismayed. That's why we don't understand this world. That's why we keep thinking that this world has something for us. We are in captivity. He says, to all those who carried away my captives, whom I have caused to be carried away from Jerusalem unto Babylon, build you houses and dwell in them, and plant gardens and eat the fruit of them. Take you wives and beget sons and daughters, and take wives for your sons, and give your daughters to husbands, that they may bear sons and daughters, that you may be increased there and not diminished. Wow. So the Most High, even though He has punished us, He is still talking to us about moving forward. Most High said, I have to punish you, but I still have a plan for you to move forward. You've been taken away in captivity, but don't stop making children. Don't stop getting married. Don't stop following the law. That's why they went to captivity. Come back to the law and seek the peace of the city, whether I have caused you to be carried away captives, and pray unto the Most High for it. For in the peace thereof shall He have peace. So I'm talking to y'all all night. I mean, we at the 11:48, and I went through all of. If you don't believe that you have a supernatural power that wants you to do good, that has your best interest in mind, there is no peace here. There is no understanding here. There is no leveling up. You only leveled up to pay them more. You only level up to give them more your money. You're only becoming an extravagant slave. You are in captivity. Point blank. But the Most High says here that I know I sent you, not just to Babylon, but to the four corners of the earth I have scattered you. He says, but still, have daughters, marry them unto young men. Have men, marry them unto the daughters of Zion. And pray for peace in where I have sent you, because there I will give it. Individual salvation, written right here in Jeremiah. They ain't telling you nothing about having a testimony of somebody that's on a cross. The Most High says in verse 7, chapter 29, and seek the peace of the city whither I have caused you to be carried away captives, and pray unto the Most High for it. For in the peace thereof shall you have peace. In the peace of praying unto the Most High shall you have peace. So if you're coming across your problems and you're not giving it to Him and praying unto Him, how are you expecting peace? If you are not following His commandments that say, I will guarantee you peace if you're following my laws. But I may make you uncomfortable to get away from where you are. I may make you uncomfortable so that you can level up, because you're not a slave to me. You're not in their system to me. You're my child, my inheritance. You're following my laws. You're praying for peace from me. So that peace you shall have. And it says, verse 8, for thus saith the Most High of the army. So the Most High is telling you that I am fighting for you. Don't think nobody's fighting for you. Don't think that you're laying down. Don't think that you're being a pushover. Don't think that you're a punk, a sissy, or a woman that can't handle her own. No, the Most High said, I'm the one that's fighting for you. I'm talking to your enemies as the captain of the army, my G. I'm not talking to him in no willy-nilly crawl on a cross talking about love everybody. No, he says, I'm talking to your enemies real gangster-like. I'm getting at them for you because you're following my law. And I know that I got to take care of you because ain't nobody going to take care of you but me. That's a fact. It says, for thus said the Most High of hosts and the creator of Yasharallah, let not your prophets and your diviners, them conjurers, them spellers, right, to be in the midst of you, deceive you, neither hearken to your dreams, which you cause to be dreamed. The Most High is telling you that your desires is of you, that many of the problems we create is because of the desires that we have created. We have brought about our own issues. When the world brings you a lemon and you sit there and think that the Most High is not working on you, or the Most High does not have a plan for that lemon juice in your life, that he ain't got no sugar and no water for you. If you believe that that lemon is just that lemon, then you're going to believe anything that anybody tells you about how it is easier for you to swallow that lemon, that bitter lemon. Most High said, man, I gave you a lemon, so I got this water and this sugar over here. And when you put them two together, oh boy, oh boy. But the bitter had to go with the sweet. The bitter got to go with the water of life, the Ruach HaKodesh. You don't just turn lemon into lemonade. There's a process that your lemons become lemonade. You add the sugar of the Most High. You add the water of the Most High. And then it turns whatever was meant for your ill, for your good. Verse 9. For the prophecy falsely unto you in my name, I have not sent them, said the Most High. You want to know how real the Most High is about he ain't sent nobody? I told y'all, and you can look it up yourself, that the book of Malachi is the last book of the Old Testament. 400 years later, they came up with your New Testament. Most High says, I have not sent them. I have not sent them. He said, for they prophesy falsely unto you in my name. I have not sent them, says the Most High. Verse 10, for thus says the Most High, that after 70 years be accomplished at Babylon, I will visit you and perform my good word towards you, and causing you to return to this place. For I know the thoughts that think toward you, said the Most High, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. You want to expect goodness to be your end. The Most High says, I know your thoughts. I know what you think towards you. You know, he says your thoughts are of peace and not of evil. You don't want evil in your life. But in verse 10, Most High clearly has gave you a prophecy and fulfilled it. He says that in verse 10, for thus says the Most High, that after 70 years be accomplished at Babylon, I will visit you. The Most High released them in 70 years from Babylon. Yes, they were. Then the Greeks came in. How did the Most High free them from Babylon? The Greeks came in and destroyed Babylon. That would be Alexander the Great. And we were released and scattered even further abroad. Remember the story of Darius that told everybody to come back and to rebuild the temple. So in Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 10, the Most High gave a prophecy and fulfilled that prophecy. So as I'm telling you that the Most High is telling you he's going to do it. If you don't believe me, look at history. Look at how he has done his work. Now, again, it comes back to you. Do you think you're worthy of him saving? Do you believe you're worthy enough? If you believe it and it's not just lip talk, then you should be more comfortable in waiting on him to do his work. You should take stress a lot less differently. You should take your trials and tribulations a lot differently. And it says, verse 12, then shall you call upon me, and you shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. And you shall seek me and find me. And when you shall search for me with all your heart. Most High gives a stipulation to him showing up. Excuse me. The Most High puts a stipulation in your prayers for him to show up. The Most High says that if you are praying with all of your heart, and you're not sitting there saying, I'm praying unto you, Most High, and then in the back of your mind, you're saying, but if you don't do it, I think I'm going to do it this way, or I think I'm going to handle it like this, or, you ain't going with your whole heart. You're giving him a piece of your heart, and your mind is running the rest. You can't follow two masters. You're following yourself, or you're following the Most High. He says that when you pray to me earnestly with your whole heart, you will find me. You will find me. Verse 14. And I will be found of you, says the Most High, and I will turn away your captivity, and I will gather you from all the nations. Not Babylon, right? Not Babylon, because we passed Babylon, right? Yes, my brother Adam, we follow the Most High because the Most High released us out of Babylon. And then what did we do? We did the same thing again. And what did he do? The same thing again, captivity. And I will be found of you, said the Most High, and I will turn away your captivity, and I will gather you from all the nations and from all the places whither I have driven you, said the Most High, and I will bring you again into the place whence I caused you to be carried away captive. He says, and I will bring you again into the place whence I caused you to be carried away captive. The Most High is going to do that. I see in the building, Christine, and it says, verse 15, Jeremiah chapter 29, because you have said, the Most High hath raised us up prophets in Babylon. What it says, because you have said, the Most High hath raised us up prophets in Babylon. Know that thus said the Most High of the king that sitteth upon the throne of David, and all of the people that dwelleth in the city, and all of your brethren that are not gone forth with you into captivity. I get the Most High saying that he's raising prophets while we're in captivity. No doubt about it. So if you follow him and you give your testimony, guess what you are? Male, female, old, young. Guess what you are when you follow these laws and he gives you the peace. When you bring it to him and he answers you and you find him, guess what you become? A prophet. Because you're speaking of his prophecies. You're prophesying of what he said is to come. And you're giving what he has done for you to let everybody know that he's what? A living Alahayim, not a dead one. And it says, verse 17, thus said the Most High host of the army, behold, I will send upon them the sword and famine and the pestilence, and I will make them like vile figs or pigs, and that cannot be eaten. They are so evil. I will persecute them with the sword, with the famine, with the pestilence, and will deliver them to be removed to all kingdoms of the earth, to be cursed, and an astonishment, and a hissing, and a reproach among all the nations whither I have driven them. So the Most High is saying he's going to do what to our enemies? Pestilence? Curse? Are we not in a pestilence? Are we not in a plague, a pandemic? Yes, we are. The Most High says that's what he does for his children. He didn't tell you to go and get their answer. He said that he has the cure for you, not their cure. They're scrambling. And in verse 19, why are they scrambling? Because they have not hearkened to my words, said the Most High, which I sent unto them by my servants the prophets, rising up early and sending them, but you would not hear, says the Most High. Hear you therefore the word of the Most High, all you of the captivity. talking to us now, whom I have sent from Jerusalem to Babylon. Thus said the Most High of the army, the creator of Yasharallah, of Ahab, son of Kaloah, and of Zedekiah, the son of Messiah, which prophesy a lie unto you in my name. Behold, I will deliver them into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, and he shall slay them before your eyes. So false prophets, the Most High, said they would be killed in front of the people, and they were. And of them shall be taken up a curse by all the captivity of Judah, which are in Babylon, saying, the Most High maketh thee like Zedekiah and Ahab, whom the king of Babylon roasted in a fire, because they have committed villainy in Yasharallah, and have committed adultery with their neighbors' wives, and have spoken lying words in my name, which I have not commanded them. Even I know, and am a witness, says the Most High. Thus shalt thou also speak to Shemaiah the Neelamite, saying, thus speaketh the Most High of hosts of Yasharallah, saying, because thou hast sent letters in thy name unto all the people that are in Jerusalem, and to Zephaniah the son of Messiah the priest, and to all the priests, saying, the Most High had made thee priest in the stead of Jehoiada the priest, that they should be officers in the house of the Most High for every man that is mad, and maketh himself a prophet, that thou shouldest put him in prison and in the stocks. I'm about to get you guys out of here. Let's go to Isaiah real quick. Let me get you guys out of here. Isaiah chapter 52. We're going to drop down to verse 12. It says, for you shall not go out with haste, nor go out by flight, for the Most High will go before you. And the Most High of Yasharallah will be your reward. That's what we're talking about tonight, Ashley. That's what we're talking about, Aaron. That the Most High is going to go forth before us, and He is our reward. This world is not our reward. Let's flip over to Isaiah 45. And we're going to drop down to verse 2. And it says, I will go before thee and make the crooked places straight. We know this world is crooked. We know this world is crooked. So when the Most High tells us that He's going to go and make them straight, can't nobody else do it. I will go before thee and make the crooked places straight. I will break in pieces the gates of brass, and cut in sunder the bars of iron. And I will give thee the treasures of darkness, the hidden riches of secret places, that thou mayest know that I, the Most High, which called thee by thy name, am the creator of Yasharallah. So again, I've been saying all night, if you don't believe, I see you in the building, if you don't believe that there's a supernatural entity out here working on your behalf, if you don't believe that there is something greater than man, if you don't understand it is something that you can't see, the Most High tells you here, Isaiah 45 verse 3, I will give you the treasures of darkness, the things that you can't see, the supernatural. They didn't have the word supernatural back then when they wrote the scripture, so they just had to say the dark places, darkness. It says, and hidden riches of secret places. So the world can't promise you these riches because the world don't own them. The world don't know about them. What the Most High has for you is not going to look like this world because the world can't fathom it. It says, I will break in pieces the gate of brass and cut sunder the iron bars. There is nothing that can hold back what the Most High has for you. As we read in Isaiah 52:12, that He is the reward. The Most High is our reward. And it says, and hidden places. It says, and hidden riches of secret places, that thou mayest know that I, the Most High, which called thee by thy name, Elohim, I am Hawa of Yasharallah, for Jacob my servant's sake. It says for Jacob, and what do we say? We are the seed of Jacob. It says for Jacob my servant's sake, and Yasharallah mine elect. I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. Verse 5, I am the Most High, and there is none else. There is no God besides me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me. Don't call upon nothing else. Don't think the world gonna do nothing for you. Their ways are the opposite of the ways of the Most High. They're the opposite of the treasures that He has. I'm patiently waiting on the Father. I pray you tonight. I pray that you can be patient on Him as well. I pray that the Most High hugs you and loves you and talks to you, lets you know that He got you and He loves you. We can get out of here on Psalms 136. Our last scripts for the night. And it says, "Oh, give thanks unto the Most High, for He is good, for His mercy endureth forever. Oh, give thanks unto the Most High of all gods, for His mercy endureth forever. Oh, give thanks to Hawa of lords, for His mercy endureth forever. To Him who alone does great wonders, for His mercy endureth forever. To Him that by wisdom made the heavens, for His mercy endureth forever." Don't feel lost, Yasharallah. We should not feel lost in this hour when we have the Most High. To Him that by wisdom made the heavens, for His mercy endureth forever. To Him that stretched out the earth above the waters, for His mercy endureth forever. To Him that made